Hi there, Chris here. I got a call today from a friend of mine who runs a construction company. He said, we've got an employee, Chris, and would like you to help this guy through his time management challenges. And it struck me, out of all these videos I've done in the last 6 months, I haven't actually addressed one on time management. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to give you 6 tips and observations on time management, or rather creative action management as I call it, and then I'm going to leave you at the end with a couple of little tips that you can implement right away. So really the whole philosophy of managing time is a bit of a paradox actually, because we can't manage it. And you can read some of the great texts out there. We say it's mercurial, it's not visible, you can't grab it, so forget trying to manage it. It's fundamentally about your focus and your discipline to look at the road ahead, plan what you're going to do, and then do it with no excuses. So pivotally, it's not about managing time, it's about managing yourself and your own sense of focus and discipline. Hand in hand with that is the ability to prioritize what's in front of you. Now, what does that actually mean? Well, it means what's important, what's valuable, what must I do in the next 7 days? It's a bit like the cream in the milk bowl. It's going to rise to the top naturally, and most people instinctively know at any one time what's really important. But there's heaps of excuses and noise and procrastination that comes into their headspaces that prevents them and holds them back from doing what's important. So prioritize. And the other point there is structure. A few months ago, I did a very short video on the Covey weekly time unit planner. That's a great method for you to use today. You can go on Google, go on YouTube, download it and use it tomorrow. So having a prioritization tool and a systemization tool is massively important to get you more out of it. So this is around forgetting trying to manage this thing called time, because nobody can. Think value and output. What is most valuable for you to do in the next 8 hours? You think about it, you write it down, and then you go and do it. I'm often saying that to business owners. What's the most valuable thing you can do out of the 26 things you'll do in your task and time analyses? What are the 4 or 5 most important things that create most value in your business? Do that. I'm afraid it does. Every second, every minute counts in your day. So the idea is to gear ourselves up psychologically and physiologically to get the most out of every second, out of every minute. So every minute counts. I know a guy who checks in with himself every 30 minutes. I think that's a little bit over the top, but it works for him and he's incredibly productive. It's the system and the method that works for him to keep him on cue, keep him on target, and he goes home at 4:30 every day and he gets more done typically than he plans to get done. So it works for him. So in tuning that, we do have to measure it, measure that value, measure that output. What does it look like? Is it sales? Is it lead generation? Is it finishing a manufacturing product line? You must be able to measure it. And when you measure it and you get stuff done, celebrate it. Celebrate it with yourself, your business partner, your team. Feel good about what you've achieved. This is just the brutal truth. When we're managing ourselves and we have the self-discipline to manage ourselves, we're taking full responsibility for ourselves, for our skills, and for what value add in our businesses. Nothing to do with anyone else. So let's not play that blame game. That's too easy. Let's take the bull by the horn and say, I'm responsible for my future and for my output and for my success. Okay, just a few short tips to finish off with that. In fact, what you can deploy right after watching this video. write it down. Write it down on a bit of paper. My goals this week are, when you write stuff down, you visualize those words, the words are coming at you, and you're going to actually plan and progress your life and your action to go and nail what you have. So write that down. Believe you me, it's a 1 in 10 people who write stuff down, but it's pivotal for it to absorb into your psyche, to see it and believe it, and then you move towards it. So write your goals down, write your action planner down. Great place to start. Have regular check-ins. If you've got a boss who's amenable for checking in with you, say once a week over 30 minutes and a coffee, do that. Get someone else you know and trust around you, but have regular biopsies and check-ins. How am I doing? How am I advancing? Have I got done what I said I'd get done? If not, why not? If you haven't got done what you said you got done, you've got to get to the root of the why. I've said that before in a few videos. In tune with that, talk to someone you know and trust to help you along the way. If you're concerned that you're not creating as much value as you feel you could, talk to someone you know and trust to give you a bit of feedback. It can be just the difference you need to get you back on the horse and get you moving ahead. And finally for you today, you've got to be able to call yourself out, haven't you? If you're being a little bit lazy, being a little bit idle, and you're just bouncing around in second gear, you must have that ability to just name it and call it. Have a bit of a fun about it and say, right, I've had a bit of an off day, a bit of a duvet day. I'm going to get back on track tomorrow at 8 a.m. Okay, that's it from me from today. I hope you've taken something away from that video on self-management, not time management, self-management to create more and be more successful. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.